shark glad to die for love. They delight in fighting duels. But I prefer a man who lives and gives expensive jewels. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend, or so it goes. But I heard the screaming of a 12-year-old girl in Sierra Leone as she was raped and prepared to become a rebel's wife. She lives every day in real fear of her life. I heard a girl wailing with labor contractions, belly full of baby from one of 10 men whose actions ripped her from her childhood and forced her to age. She says it's hard to keep track of all the men these days. Stolen from her mother, mourning the death of her father, they will dump her helpless roadside as she is now a bother. But that's the life she leads for our lust for diamonds.
I can see every part, nothing hides in the heart to hurt me. I don't need love.
In a town called Coffee Fontaine, a family is torn apart. $2.99 for a tennis bracelet from Kmart. While white miners are paid well and given homes, blacks are segregated by sex and thrown into aluminum and dirt domes. If a black man dares to kiss or hold his wife, the punishment could be severe, could be jail, could be his life. If that same black man should perish in those mines, his cold, dark body will remain for a time. No burial, no funeral, until De Beers can search it for signs to show that he is not harboring or hiding what we pine. In his mouth with his rotted teeth, in his ears are the crevices of his behind. No limitations on the whites, they get to screw every night. But that's the life they lead for our lust for diamonds. In the heart of the Congo, you can hear death as it sings, as it stings. Bling, 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 bling. The same sound a machete makes as it chops a man's arm. A diamond heart pendant always holds so much charm. Wielded by a soldier who defies humanity and murders a man who valiantly tried to protect his family, his wife, his life. And his blood slowly spills, his payment for their guns to sell dope. Too far from help and so far from hope. This poor man whose country made over 125 million selling you a rock. 86,000 dead in Angola, 100,000 in Congo. Are you taking stock? Everywhere brides-to-be show their rings with such pride, while this man joins the 50,000 in his land who have died. But that's the life he leads for our lust for diamonds. Tiny hands, tiny eyes, tiny hearts and lungs filled with opulent black diamond dust in filthy makeshift factories. Why, I heard J-Lo wore 27 carats to the academies. Children make the best workers, they say, especially in India, where babies at the old age of 10 now owe thousands of dollars to strange white men. And these abducted angels must labor for their freedom, sweat, toil, and die for 25 cents a gem, and whose tiny hands can only produce 4 or 5 a day, never to pay it off, never to get away. They tried to cut it down to 20 cents. That's criminal, I say. No child should ever be forced to live this life. 90% of those glittering gems are forced through India's strife. The world spent $81.7 billion and somehow 5 cents was far, far too much for De Beers to have spent. But that's the life that they lead for our lust for diamonds. So now I will try to kick it in rhyme so that my message will stick and you'll feel it in time. Diamonds are forever, or so I'm told. But forever's a long time when that price is your soul. Who died for your privilege to wear that ring, that bracelet, that necklace, those precious things? Do you feel lied to? If you don't, you should. Do you feel disgusted yet? Knowing the truth, I certainly would. They make promises to assure that these diamonds are pure, but if they can lie to their workers, then they will lie to you for sure. But that's the life that we lead for our lust for diamonds.